Just a quick one for you again tonight, guys. We got Habs Leafs in the playoffs, so we have plenty of time to talk these two teams and their budding rivalry, which still doesn't really contain a whole lot of animosity other than Josh Anderson absolutely dummying Wayne Simmons in the slot tonight, which was great to see. But the Habs, disappointing night. They go up 2-0 and then blow it and lose 3-2. And in general, disappointing season for the Habs against the Leafs. Just not how I expected it to play out whatsoever. I got Leafs fans up my ass on Twitter because of some bad takes early in the season, and I deserve it. I'm okay being wrong. I'm very comfortable being wrong. I own it. That's how I learn, unlike a lot of people on the internet. Now, granted, I think, I don't think it was wrong for me to think that the Habs would be a little bit better in this North Division, considering our record against Canadian teams these last few years. We beat the Leafs 3-0 last season, undefeated against them. Yes, we faced them on back-to-backs and, facing their backup. It's funny how that can only be an excuse, an acceptable excuse when you're a Leafs fan. But I mean, and again, it was Jack Campbell, I think, most of those games, and he's not your backup anymore. So, it is what it is. Disappointing. We got a playoff series. The Habs can prove what they can do, and I still think this Habs team is built to shut down a team and beat a team like the Leafs in the playoffs as long as they play to their strengths. Play tough. Don't take beat up on these Leafs forwards in the corners. Shut them down. Frustrate them. Montreal's strengths, as unfortunate as it can be to watch as a Habs fan, is the vast majority of our forwards are very strong defensively, and our defensemen are strong defensively. So we'll be looking to win some close games against the Leafs, who typically rely on their top six for their offense. Yes, they've got great depth this year, but still, for the most part, it's their top guys who win them games. And if you can shut them down and then rely on, the depth scoring and the rolling of four lines for the Habs, you never know what you can get. And again, tonight, despite losing 3-2 and really frustrating fashion, it was a close game. It was a tight game, and that's with the Habs missing the majority of their core. I mean, Dano out, and we get demolished in the faceoff dot. Could have used him tonight, especially once we go up 2-0 to hold that lead or maybe extend it and get some better matchups on the night. Mitch Marner likely doesn't score if Philip Deneau's taking that face off. So it is what it is. So Leafs win 3-2, and it's the game started with a goal from Brett Kulak. Great skating from him along the blue line there to open up that shot lane, and he gets it off. Bit of a fluke. It bounces off Jake Muzzin's arm and into the net, but puck's on net, and you never know what'll happen. 1-0 there. Nick Suzuki makes it 2-0 on the 2-on-1. Great choice for him to shoot there, and he beats Jack Campbell, who almost made the save, but it squeaked in. We go into the second period. Pierre Engvall, who gets on the board for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and it's unfortunate that Jake Allen could not make that save because a bit of a fluky one there, and for that to cue the comeback just really sucks, to be quite honest. And Pierre Engvall has been a great player for the Leafs this year in a depth role. Then it's William Nylander gets up to make it 2-2, scramble in front of the net, and he rebound, and he buries it on Jake Allen as well. And then it's Mitch Marner with the absolute snipe off the face-off. Beautiful shot from him. Sorry, Habs fans that watch me. I'm a closet Marner fan. If he was not wearing a Leafs fan or a Leafs jersey, I'd be following his games a lot more closely than I do. But he's always a treat to watch when he plays the Habs, and it was no different tonight. I mean, that shot was beautiful, and because he's a pass-first guy, you like seeing him put goals up on the board because it helps him deceive his passes a little better. So 20 goals now on the season for him, all 5-on-5. I'm sure Leafs fans are very pleased about that. I think he deserves a lot more credit than he gets. Matthews takes a lot of the spotlight. I mean, and granted, he should. He's a special player, generational player, no doubt. But there's a lot of guys on the Leafs that deserve credit. Justin Holl has been an absolute beast for them this season. Defensively, he's hard to beat, and he's great at winning those battles. I mean, of course, Jack Campbell, and he's getting a ton of credit, and impressive what he's doing this season. Can't say enough about what he's doing. Now, he's never played in the playoffs before. Hopefully he can handle the pressure. I think it'll definitely help not having fans in the building, so he's got that on his side, but never once played in the playoffs. You got to think it's his net, considering how Freddie Anderson's doing down there in the A and struggling. So, man, the Leafs get ton of luck this team has, man. Maybe it's, great scouting or whatever, but to rely on Freddie Anderson for 3 years, and then as soon as he, just declines, Jack Campbell comes out of the woodwork and becomes a stud. And I've always loved Jack Campbell. I was a big fan of him in LA, and when I saw the Leafs acquire him, it's like, God damn it. It's two goalies back to back. I wasn't pleased to see land in Toronto because I knew how good they were, and they've been a huge help for the Leafs. Anyway, you know, tough game for the Habs. And again, Leafs fans, it's way too easy to trigger you guys. Maybe take a chill pill. I mean, all I suggested was a few different things here and there. Believe me, I know my hockey, but I also have to be an entertainer too, and I'm damn good at it, as you can tell. The comment section was a pretty toxic down there. Just trying to have some fun ahead of this rivalry, and all I'm suggesting is that it's possible the Habs can beat out the Leafs in the playoffs. And if you don't think that's the case, you're being extremely naive because this is hockey, and any team can win on any given night. And I do think the Habs are a team I think the only team in the Canadian division that has any shot at knocking out the Leafs. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not. But it can happen, and the Habs are capable, especially if healthy. And if you think otherwise, sorry, you're wrong. This game's not going to, or this series isn't going to be a 4-0 sweep. I can tell you that right now. That's what people said about the Habs last year with Pittsburgh. Habs played spoiler very well and win that series, go further than the Leafs, with who had a lesser opponent as well, and everyone counted us out against the Pens. We got it done, so I have no problem with Leafs fans counting us out this year. I actually, I actually welcome that. I do. I welcome it because you're gonna be surprised. You're gonna be surprised. That's for sure. Now, some notes on the Habs game tonight. I mean, I'm getting a little bit tired with Dom Ducharme's decisions out there and his assignments. We continue to be a team that overvalues the veterans when you have much more skilled players sitting on the bench. I mean, we're down a goal. We need 1 6-on-5, and Caulfield sitting on the bench. He doesn't get out there until there's 30 seconds left. Doesn't even get a chance to do anything in the offensive zone. That's just absolutely poor coaching right there. I don't know why Eric Stahl's out on the ice in the offensive zone. The puck, the offense dies on his stick over and over again, and he continues to get opportunities out there. He's not going to get up on the board for the Habs on a consistent basis. We've seen him for weeks at this point. It is absolutely not working. If you want to throw him out there to win a faceoff, if you want to throw him out there to win a battle down low in the defensive zone to help you get out of the, move the puck up the ice, then fine, sure. But if you're trying to get offense off of this guy at this point, it's not happening. So Caulfield sitting on the bench is an absolute joke in that case. And still, the Habs' lack of creativity from the back end is killing them. Not only on the transition, we talk a lot about the transition, but especially in the offensive zone, keeping plays alive, being able to walk the blue line, make a dynamic play to beat the guy that's pressuring you. The Habs just can't do it outside of Jeff Petrie. It was nice to see Brett Kulak make a play there. I mean, big fan. He's definitely got to stay in the lineup, and I'll be really disappointed if he's the odd man out when Shea Weber comes back. In my eyes, it should be Shea Weber paired with Brett Kulak. You keep the Edmondson Petrie pair together, and then you got Sherratt and Romanov or Sherratt and Merrill on that bottom pair, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think that's about it, guys. Like I mentioned, quick one tonight. If you like these videos, hit that like and subscribe button. Toronto, we'll see you in the playoffs. Get ready for a much more intense and stressful series than you think it's going to be. You've never seen Carey Price in the playoffs, and let me tell you, it's a treat to watch for us, and it's not going to be a treat to watch for you guys in the slightest.